are live. Good night, good night, good night, everybody. Good night. Welcome to Munchibi Talks Politics. I am your girl, Munchibi. Tonight, due to the unrest and the what is the situation that is happening now in Spanish Town, we're going to spend some time tonight and discuss some of the major investment that the Andrew Holness government has invested and the amount of money and everything that the Andrew Holness government has put in place to build and to secure our country. So guys, please share the live, click on the like button, and we can start in a minute. So I'm going to give you guys a minute to just share the live, click on the like button, and we're about to start. So tonight's topic is the security of our country, some of the investment that the Andrew Holness government put in place to secure the country and to make sure that Jamaica is on the path so we can have a lower crime rate. So guys, share the live and come. Hello, everybody who is here. Please to share the live. Click on the like button. And what time is it? 9. Okay, we're about to start. So, guys, so we all see what is happening in Spanish Town, and we all saw what the murder rate was last year, even though murder was down. And so tonight, as I said, I'm just going to zoom in a little. Not a lot because it is a very big portfolio, and the Andrew Holness government has spent billions and billions of dollars on the security of our country since 2016. So one night and 1 hour cannot even scratch the surface. I'm just going to focus on 3 areas. I felt compelled to talk about this topic tonight because it's a hot topic and people of Jamaica is concerned. The people of Jamaica is also seeing where our investment is paying off now, and we are now seeing where our police officers are being more focused, are more precise, and we're seeing where the police is now doing the work, and we're proud of our police men and women. So tonight we're going to just talk a little about some of the things that the Andrew Holness government put in place to make the JCF and the security of our country place more secure, basically. I don't know why I'm not seeing a comment. I don't know what happened when we press or what, but if anybody's commenting, I am not seeing the comment. I don't know what we press, and I am afraid to press something and then it will mess up altogether. So I am not seeing any comment, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I pressed. I don't know. I am sorry. So just so you know, if you guys are commenting, I am not seeing it. But thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome to another program. Munchi B Talks Politics, and security is at the forefront tonight. Now, guys, one of the first things that Dr. Chang did when he took over as Minister of National Security was to do an assessment of the police stations in our country. Now, coming out of that assessment, Dr. Chang told the country that there are 213 police stations in Jamaica. And just so you know, this information that I am putting out there tonight is from Dr. Chang's budget presentation in 2024. So now pull this information out of my head. I got this information from the presentation that Dr. Chang did in our parliament last year, and anybody who wish to go and read it, they can go on the website and download it and read it. I went on the website and I read it, and it is a very long and a very detail-oriented presentation. Every area is covered, very long. But I'm just going to take out a small portion of it tonight to discuss, and we maybe can pick it up tomorrow night or another night. And other blogger can read and continue the conversation, because this is what I think we should be talking about now. Now that crime and violence is at the forefront of our country, law and order is now on full display, and the people of Jamaica can now see that the Andrew Holness government is the government for law and order. We can now go and read the presentation and pick out the points and, you know, put it to the forefront so the Jamaican people can see what the Andrew Holness government has done. So, as I said before, one of the first things that Dr. Chang did was to get an assessment, send in an architect and get an assessment of the conditions of the police stations that were in the country. Now, based on the assessment, Dr. Chang told the country that there are 213 police stations to date when Dr. Chang did the assessment. And the police stations were placed in three different groups. In group one, you have the police stations that need minimal work and just minimal maintenance and minor work. Just minor work them need and minor maintenance. In group two, you had the police stations that needed major work, major rehabilitation. And in group three, you had the police stations that was irreparable and we just need to demolish those police stations. So let me repeat that. 213 police stations we had at the time when Dr. Chang did the assessment, and they were placed in three groups. In group one, they placed the police stations that only need minor work, maybe little painting and little electrical work and AC and whatever, little minor work. In group two, they put the police stations that need major work, maintenance work, rehabilitation work, major. And in group three, police station that where them can't fix no more, they really can, then if you just demolish. All right. So after 213 police station, in group one, there were 42 police stations. So 42 out of the 213 police stations needed minor work. In group two, 150 police stations out of the 213 police stations need major work and major rehabilitation. And in group three, 21 of the 213 police stations needed to be destroyed and demolished and couldn't work. Police can't live in, can't work in them there. All right? Now, guys, based on that, 150 police station out of the 213 police station need major work. That is 70% of the police station that we had in the country needed major work. And 21 police station need to be demolished. So take away the 21 from the 213, then the one they're not good. And 150 from the money from the 213, that is 70% of the police station that we had right there. So that goes to show you that under the People's National Party, there were no maintenance work was being done under the PNP. They weren't taking care of the police station. They weren't maintaining the police station, and the police were being asked to work in deplorable condition. Right? Based on this assessment that Dr. Chang did, the police, men and women of Jamaica, were being asked to work to carry out them duty in a deplorable condition under the People's National Party. 213 police stations were in the country. 21 of the 213 minor work. 42. Let me not 42 out of the 213 minor work. 150 major rehabilitation, bad condition and needed to be fixed immediately, and 21 need to be demolished. That was the product of the People's National Party and Peter Bunting. So when you hear Peter Bunting and the PNP coming out and talk about the police, this and the police that, they didn't care about the police. They didn't care about the condition of the working condition of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because 150 police stations, 70% of the police stations under the PNP were in deplorable condition based on the assessment that was done by Dr. Chang. All right? Now, after Dr. Chang did that assessment, of course, the government have a jump in action based on the running of the economy and due to the policies of the Jamaica Labour Party and the pay down with debt and free up more money. And this is the reason why that Dr. Clark was paying down the debt and freeing up more money so we could invest money in the security of our country. So, Dr. Chang said that 14 police stations, brand new, and five brand new police stations and 15 police stations were rehabilitated because the police them couldn't work in other condition there. So the government had to jump in action and start fix up the police station. Brand new police station all over the country. And the information is there, as I said before. At the start of my program, you can go on the Ministry of National Security website and you can download the article and you can read it for yourself. 5 brand new police stations in Frome, in Little London, in Stony Hill, Anchovy, Lackover, Hopewell, all fit for purpose police stations built under the Jamaica Labour Party. Because back in the PNP days, guys, the PNP has never built a fit for purpose police station, They have never built a police station with areas that is suitable for the police to do them work, waiting area, sleeping area, different areas, What the PNP used to do is go around the country, identify building, rent the buildings, paint the buildings in a blue and white paint, and call it police station. So Dr. Chang told the country that the government of Jamaica built and rehabilitated 19 police stations up to 2023. Because the condition that the police were being asked to work under the PNP was unacceptable. So after the rehabilitation of the police stations, the government of Jamaica and Dr. Chang moved to another stage. Technology and the technology to provide technology, for the JCF. So first, let me repeat again. And it is very important, guys, that we talk about these things. Because you have loudmouth people like Peter Bunting going around and spreading false narrative as it relates to the security of the country, as it relates to the work of Dr. Chang and the JCF. So we have to arm ourselves with the information. So when we go out, we can talk to people. When people can say, what the Andrew Holness government do, we can say, the government of Jamaica has built and renovated over 200 police stations, over 15 brand new police stations rehabilitated and built and fit for purpose. Because after 213 police stations that the PNP left for us for the police to use in a PNP time, 150 of them were not in proper working condition. And no wonder the police them the morals was so low. No wonder the moral was so low under the PNP because the police feel like how them place look. So thanks to Dr. Chang and the Andrew Holness government, over 200 police stations built and renovated. We break the government of Jamaica already broke ground and start the reconstruction of the brand new headquarter for St. Catherine and Westmoreland. That to the tune of $5 billion each. So that would be 10 billion. Then the government of Jamaica is also building a specialized facility in Montego Bay for $6.5 billion. That That is taxpayer money well spent again. So basically, that's over $21 billion being spent in the security of our country. So when we see the government, when we see the police force carry out them duty and arrest criminals, kill done, and doing it in a way that first world country. Back in a PNP, guys, you know me, I have to go back in a PNP days. In a PNP days, when the JCF try to go off a one Dan and the Dan getaway, we have to wait another month, another 2 months before the police reorganize again and get more material and get more tools together for go after the Dan again. By the time the police reassess and reorganize and put more things together, the Dan migrate and gone to one different parish. Tell me if I lie, bien tell. Back in a PNP time, when the police put run a sting operation like the one where they run early in the morning, and the people in the community come out and prevent the police from doing their work and make the person where the police go for getaway. Back in a PNP time, the police couldn't reassess and start over and get things done so quick because there were not enough equipment for the police to do their work. There weren't enough police vehicle. There weren't enough police. There weren't enough members in the JCF at the time. They didn't have the technology to do it. They didn't have the equipment to do it. So when you see the Jamaica Constabulary Force now doing their duty and fighting crime, doing investigation, doing surveillance, it is because of the investment made under the Andrew Michael Holness government. Because of the investment made under the Andrew Michael Holness government. First of all, the establishing of the technology department at JCF, that wasn't there under the PNP because there was no money to invest in that department. That department was created under Andrew Michael Holness administration and Commissioner Anderson. The government of Jamaica provided the money so the JCF can set up a whole department so that they can do the technological work that they need to do to fight crime. So the government of Jamaica, they bought more cameras, CCTV camera. They bought more drones and more equipment to fight crime. And now we are seeing the benefits of our investment. So the technology department was created. And one more thing, guys. Not only was the technology department created, the government of Jamaica provided the resources to put in the department. And the government of Jamaica found the money to train the police officers to use these equipments. So when you hear Peter Bunting going around and telling the people of Jamaica that the government is only using states of emergency, that is not true. That is not true. And a matter of fact, as I said before last week, nothing wrong with state of emergency. Trinidad, as we speak, is now using state of emergency to bring down their crimes in their country. So nothing is wrong with state of emergency. And I want to ask Peter Bunting something. Today, I saw an article where Peter Bunting and Raymond Price went to visit the family of the guy that one of the deceased, one of the person that the police shot and killed. Well, according to the police, the person engaged them in a fight, and the police win, of course. And the police supposed to win in any case when a criminal or alleged criminal rise them gun against the police. That criminal supposed to in a body bag, not the police. So rest my case span that until make the Indicom do them work. But me hear Peter Bunting say something. I wonder if the government of Jamaica hear Peter Bunting today. Anybody hear Peter Bunting today when them ask him about the the camera, the police wearing cameras, vests? Anybody hear what Peter Bunting say? Cause me no want misquote him, you know. I don't want to misquote Peter Bunting. Did Peter Bunting really say that he is for the police wearing the camera and the vest when they go in an operation? Did Peter Bunting say that, guys? I don't want to misquote him. Me have got to do a little more research because I don't want to misquote him. Is Peter Bunting in support of the members of the JCF wearing cameras on the vests when they're doing policing in our country? I want Peter Bunting to stand up and be very, very firm and clear to the JCF and to the people of Jamaica and tell us if he's recommending or if a PNP government will bring legislation to Parliament to make sure that the members of the JCF wear the cameras when they're going out to do the daily policing. I want to ask Peter Bunting that. I want to be very, very clear, and I want him to be very, very clear and put out his opinion out there, or his position out there, because to be honest, it's the first time I hear like Peter Bunting said, I don't want me misquote him and tell a lie upon him, you know, guys. So I'm going to leave that alone. But I think me hearing he said that today, but I do not want to say for sure that is what he said. I want to be sure that he said that. So anyway, guys, back to the security of our country and the investment put in place by the Andrew Holness government. Now, the Andrew Holness government has also started the process of digitizing the recording system in our police station. Remember in a PNP time, you know, guys, the police have to write down, take report and take statement in a the big book. The big book, and when the book is finished, then just straight run a back for rat eat the book. Now, under Andrew Holness government, the police stations are now being equipped with computer and computerized system, digitized system. So when you go to the police station and you give your statement, or when the police is doing anything, they just type it up and upload it. That is the investment by the Andrew Holness government. And we have to put out this information out there so the people of Jamaica can see that the Andrew Holness government is not just going around and having state of emergency and zozo. Because first of all, you have to invest in the infrastructure of the police force before you can send them out to fight crime. You have to invest in the working condition of the police before you can send them out to fight crime. You have to also invest in the equipment. Provide the proper equipment, the proper vehicle, everything, so the police can go out and do their work properly and do their work effectively. Is that all about SOE as Peter Bunting would want you guys to believe? It is not. The government of Jamaica is investing in the police force to make sure that when the police go out a road and perform their duty, them can do it good. And since 2016, the government of Jamaica have spent more than $4.6 billion in investing in the security of our country. And how they spend that money? By buying vehicle for our police to use. $4.6 billion on motor vehicle. When you ever see that yet? In a PNP time, how much police station there were, as a matter of fact, guys, in a PNP time, there were no police vehicle for the police to use. Police used to have to take public vehicle. Remember? In a PNP time, when you're in the rural area and you call the police, you have to wait until the morning before the police can come. In a PNP time, if you live in a rural area, you have to wait until the morning before you see police because the police don't have any vehicle. Now the Andrew Holness government has invested over $4.6 billion to buy motor vehicle for the police. In every area, car, everything, bike, everything. $4.6 billion. So when you hear Peter Bunting and Mark Jefferson Golden going around the country to say time come, ask them time come for what? Time come for what? No other government has invested more in the national security of our country than the Andrew Michael Holness government. No other government has done more for the constabulary force than the Andrew Michael Holness government. Remember the start of the program, I tell you now. 213 police stations and 150 of them was not in good condition for the police to use. 21 of them had to be demolished. So do the maths. If you do the maths and the percentage between the not suitable one and the demolished one, that's 80%. That's 80% of the police stations in our country were not in proper condition when Andrew Holness formed government in 2016. 80% of the police stations under the PNP were in deplorable condition. No wonder Peter Bunting has a whole piano to talk about divine intervention. No wonder Peter Bunting have a cry. And I say only divine intervention can help him because the PNP did not have any money to invest in the security of our country. There was no money to invest in our police force, no money to invest in our JDF. Because Omar Davis and Percival crashed the economy. Crashed the economy. The PNP would want us to believe that they left a perfect country. The PNP would want us to believe that they left a country where Jamaica was living in peace and harmony and no crime, no bad roads. Everybody was drinking milk and honey. And if that was the case, why did the people of Jamaica voted you guys out in 2016? If that was the case, why did you guys lost the election? Under Percival, Jamaica was the murder capital of the world. And as based on the investment made by the Andrew Holness government, crime is now 19% down. Crime is down. And I put it to you, at the end of the year, we will have less than 15, or well, let me not say it, less than 1,000 murders in our country. Murder will be down to under 1,000 based on the track that the JCF is on now. Based on the track that the JCF is on now, murders will be down to under 1,000 at the end of the year because of the investment made under the Andrew Michael Holness government. Remember in a PNP time, guys, nobody wanted to serve and protect. Remember under the PNP time, the members of the JCF, they would join, and after 5 years, they will join, and after they become staff, then go in for their visa, and then they run Ghana for it. Remember that they used to do? Remember in that PNP time, they would join the Jamaica Defense Force, and as soon as they get their visa, then gone. Because they did not want to serve and protect, because the situation was so bad. The working condition was so bad. The working condition was so bad. Not to mention the salary. Listen to me, guys. Listen to me now. You see the culture of left and right that started under the 18.5 years of Percival Noel James Patterson. You see the rampant corruption in the JCF. It started under the People's National Party. And I am not here to make excuses for the member of the JCF, because they knew what they knew what they signed up for, and they should have known better, and they took an oath, and they should not have been doing that. But the rampant corruption, the left and right policy, the buy me a lunch policy started under the 18.5 years of Percival Noel James Patterson. I'm telling you. Because for the first time in history, the JCF is at its full capacity. Why? Why is it that people are now gravitating towards the JCF? Why you think? Because of the investments made by the Andrew Holness government. Because now, policemen in training, just in training, not the parade yet, is now able to take home over $170,000 after tax. And the PNP, them barely bring home 80,000. Under the PNP, police were barely survive. So for the first time in history, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is at full capacity. For the first time. For the first time, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is 15,000 strong. And that does not include the civilians that work in the different areas and the different departments. That plus over 1,000 civilians that work there to do in a different areas. Separate from the 1,000 odd person that do that, we have 14 to 15,000 JCF members for the first time. That is because that is a testament to the new culture that was created and fostered from Commissioner Anderson and now Commissioner Blake. Because they now have a government that believes in them. They now have a government that is investing in them. They now have a government that support them, listen to them. And when they tell the government, say this them want, the government give it to them. When they tell the government they want SOE, the government give it to them. When they tell the government they want technology, drones, they want computer, they want tracking device to monitor and track police vehicle, then get it. That is why we are now seeing the change of culture and the change of environment in the JCF. That is why the JCF can now track criminal and dirty corner boy from St. Catherine into town and back them up on overhead bridge and take them out. This is because of the investment made by the Andrew Michael Holness government. In a PNP time, that couldn't happen. In a PNP time, that was not possible. It wasn't possible under the PNP. There was no money. There was no money to buy anything. There was no money to fix the 213 police stations that they had at the time. There was no money to buy any police vehicle. No police cars. No police jeep, no bike, no nothing. Nothing. So now we are seeing the changes and the difference. And now the police can step it up to the criminal. And let me tell you something to the PNP people and the naysayers and the people them. You see the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the motto is to serve and protect. Not to serve and protect only the JLP people or the PNP. It is to serve and protect the country. And you see when Commissioner Blake sent out the squad to go and look for criminal and dirty corner boy, the members of the JCF now ask which party you vote for. I'm telling you that. The members of the JCF, when they go out in the street to do their work, they now ask which party you vote for. because the Andrew Holness government has invested in the constabulary force to go out and serve and protect the people of Jamaica and to light fire under the criminal elements and the dirty corner boy. We know the JCF no see color. The Jamaica constabulary force don't see any color. Dr. Blake no send them out go look for color. No stone will be left unturned when the JCF go out to perform them duties. And it is very, very clear. I don't know how much clearer you guys want the government to make it. The Prime Minister said it. It starts from the Prime Minister, who is the commissioner, who is the chief of staff, who is the head man in charge of the country. The Prime Minister, it comes from the head. Him say, meet the judge or your maker. The commander-in-chief said that. The judge or your maker. He never say which party you affiliated with and where you live in a Jamaica. And no fear, no favor. Judge or your maker. Whether you're uptown, whether you're downtown, whether you're in the garrison, whether you be an ex-politician, anything, whether you're an artist or whether you're a don, the Jamaica Constabulary Force will be doing their work and performing their duty. So me no know this narrative what me soon I try come with. Uno better nobody come with that. Because we are take with cue from our Prime Minister. And the Jamaica Labour Party is a law and order government. You will never see a member of the Jamaica Labour Party asking the police why they kill any Dan. Unlike the other side. Unlike the other side, when the Dan up at Augustown dead, and you see the PNP lady ask the police what happened and what happened. You will never see that in the Jamaica Labour Party. You will never see a member of the Jamaica Labour Party saying that the JCF is only targeting the JLP Dan and not target the PNP Dan. You will never see that because the Andrew Holness government is a government of law and order. You will never see a member of the Jamaica Labour Party at no funeral for no Dan. Never. Because the Jamaica Labour Party is a party of law and order. Remember, see Edward Siaga, they give the name to the Dan them, to the commissioner. The Jamaica Labour Party is the government of law and order. That's why we implement and pass laws to fight crime. That's why we back and support the anti-gang legislation. Because the Jamaica Labour Party is the party that believes that every Jamaican have a right to life. You say you will never see this. Never. You will never see a member of the Jamaica Labour Party telling a family for a Dan that they're going to pressure the police. You're going to pressure the government, to investigate the police after the police put out a statement and say criminal elements pipe gun at them and then shoot him and kill him. You will never see that. You will never see that in the Andrew Holness government. Because the Andrew Holness government is a government of law and order. Country over party. That is the Andrew Holness government. Country over party. You will never see no member of parliament from the Jamaica Labour Party in a no garrison with no mic. I say, what happened? What happened? Why did the Dan dead? We're asking the police what to come to come and investigate. Never. We don't operate like that. The Jamaica Labour Party does not operate like that. Never. You will never see that. So when you hear the other side come around and say, we believe in crime and the Jamaica Labour Party not doing no. By their fruits you shall know them. By their action you shall judge them. Look which party and look which government cry out when anybody from for them side dead. Just look. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. I see the where the PNP is trying to spin a narrative that the Don is from the JLP garrison. You will never see a member of parliament from any garrison area questioning and demanding for investigation against the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Never. The Andrew Holness government has invested millions, billions to secure the people of Jamaica. Technology-wise, billions, drones, cameras, computers, purchased and trained people so that they can monitor the country and see what is going on in the country. Police vehicle so we can fight crime and we can properly police the area. All right, look now, right? This unrest that is going on in Spanish Town. Remember yesterday, guys, when the police went in the garrison to do their work, the police were basically, I don't want to say the police were outnumbered. Because if I'm back in a PNP time, because when PNP used to go in a Tivoli, when back in the days, when PJ win the election, guys, PJ just used to send the police down a Tivoli to rile up the labor right them. And Edward Siaga go say, what is going on down here? And then you hear PJ say, oh, you hear that PJ, sorry, you hear the civil society group say, oh, we don't like this, Tivoli is the mother of our garrison, blah, blah, black sheep. That's a PNP style, right? No, there's been an unrest in the garrison, what the PNP and the naysayers claiming to be a JLP area. Fine, I'm not disputing that. The police and the JDF set up shop right now in the community. You hear any government member cry out? You hear any government member say they don't want a state of emergency? You hear any government member say, what is the police doing in the area? No. We're going to allow the police to do them work. We're going to allow the police to restore order and restore peace in Spanish Town so that the law-abiding citizen can go about them daily work and then daily business. We're going to restore peace and law and order in Spanish Town so that the schools can reopen and the children can go back to school. Me know the PNP want chaos and mayhem in the country, I know that. But the Andrew Holness government has invested in the JCF so that now that they are 15,000 strong. So we have enough police to have in a Spanish Town, in a Kingstown, all over the Montego Bay, in a Westmoreland, and in a St. Anne's because we are 15,000 strong. First time in history. So the chaos and the mayhem. The chaos and the mayhem what the PNP is anticipating, we not go see that. We not go see that, comrades. We not go see that. And we not go see the Jamaica Labour Party under the leadership of Andrew Michael Holness chastising and criticizing and telling the police if they come out of the area. We not go see that. You guys will not see that. So back to law and order in our country, guys. The Jamaica Labour Party government under Andrew Michael Holness has spent over $4.6 billion to purchase police vehicle. And the reason for this is that every police station in Jamaica is entitled to a police vehicle, a service vehicle. Every police station, I'm not saying that every police station have one now, but that is the aim. That is the aim. The aim is that every police station in Jamaica supposed to be every police station, every police officer supposed to have access to a police vehicle when they sign into work. That is why the government of Jamaica has invested $4.6 billion in the security of our country as it relates to vehicle. And I see Peter Bunting today. No, wait, guys, how can I forget the Jamaicans for junta? You see them today? You see the Jamaican for junta, guys? Remember me telling you the other night, them a go work overtime. Them a go work extra time. The Jamaicans for junta will not take any day off. Because remember, I told you guys that their funds are drying up. The Jamaican for juntas will be working overtime. Because right as it is now, they have to be sourcing donations from all over the world because President Trump has stopped all donations to all of them little entity with under umbrella to pretend like they care about the country. President Trump said no more money for no. So of course, here comes the criminals putting out statements that they are not in support of the SOEs. Of course, they're not going in support. We're not surprised. We're not surprised that the Jamaicans for juntas are not in support of the states of emergency. I know that. And we know this. And the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica know this. But you know, I'm glad for, guys. And we all should be happy and appreciate that nobody voted for the Jamaicans for junta. Nobody voted for them. They are not in the position to make any decision. And guys, I am going to stray a little from me original topic. You see, as it relates to the Constitution Reform Committee that Minister Malawi Fort is doing, which is very good, and may I wait upon it and whatever, there's a section, when we're ready, guys, this is when we're ready to discuss the Constitution Reform, we want to pay close attention to the appointment of senators part. As a matter of fact, me tell you, so me not see the comment, and I am afraid to press something and mess it up. But I'm asking you guys tonight, with the people who will watch me, please take the time out and listen and watch the committee when we have a committee sitting. The Constitution Reform Committee. Watch it. There's a section, appointment of senator, right? Where they are now recommending that we add 3 extra senators, 3 independent senators that will be selected by the president, who supposed to be independent of the government, who we the people of Jamaica will not vote for. You hear that? This president that they are trying to force on us will not be elected by the people of Jamaica. And he will have this great power of selecting 3 senators. Guys, please watch the happening. Steer, walk, and focus and look. Because we, the people of Jamaica, will not stand by and stand down and allow nobody, no person, nobody that was not duly elected by the people of Jamaica to make any decision that will affect our well-being. Let me repeat that. The people of Jamaica will not sit idle and allow nobody at all that was not voted in by the people of Jamaica or voted in by the overwhelming majority, the whoever run the government. So if we're voting Andrew Holness and give a mandate, him supposed to be the one was supposed to choose the president based on the fact that we voted him in and made him the prime minister. Because that is what the purpose of having a prime minister if the prime minister can't make them decision on our behalf. So guys, we're going to come back further on down in the news to talk about the constitution reform. But just pay attention to that part. Because when it comes to matters of the states of emergency, when the overwhelming majority supposed to stand. And right now, based on the poll that was done by Scam Anderson and Blue Dot, an overwhelming amount of people in Jamaica wants the state of emergency. And you have the civil society group and the PNP standing in the way of of what the Jamaican people want. You have Peter Bunting and the civil society group and the Tapanaris trying to tell the government and the JCF how to run the country. And nobody voted for the civil society group. Nobody voted in the PNP and the 14 MP to run government. We voted for Andrew Holness. We gave him an overwhelming majority. And for this reason, to implement policies on our behalf. To make decisions on our behalf. And me personally don't like the 3 independent senator story. I don't like it. Because I don't know if I'm being paranoid or what. But there's no independent mind in Jamaica. Everybody have their favorite and their preference. Where will we find 3 independent senators in Jamaica when we couldn't find independent people to put up an integrity commission? Where will we find these alleged independent senators? Where will we find them? Look here. Malawi Fort, tread softly, mama. Tread softly. Where will we find these 3 independent senators? Where we going to find them? The Integrity Commission was designed to be an independent body without no political motivation, nobody political. And as we speak, a man that used to work with Peter Phillips is now working at the Integrity Commission. As we speak, the Integrity Commission is now politicized and politically prosecuting our Prime Minister that we voted for. As we speak, the Integrity Commission is taken over by the People's National Party. Someone want to ask Miss Malawi Fort and the people in the committee, where will they find these 3 independent senators to put in the Senate? Where are they going to find them? Look here. You see, if something not break, not fix it. You see the makeup we have in the Senate right now? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And also, guys, not only that, hear this part. They are recommending that one of the senators represent the diaspora. I don't know if the person is going to live in the diaspora or why not, but represent the diaspora. Tell me now. This is the same diaspora who tried to embarrass the Andrew Holness government and the country by over there protesting and creating confusion and trying to embarrass the country so that we don't have any tourists in our country and trying to put back the country, set back the country. This is the same diaspora. This is the same diaspora that is sending down guns in the barrel by the millions and the trillions. This is the same diaspora. Look here. Guys, as I said before, we're going to take the time out especially when the platform set up properly. We're going to take the time out and we're going to go through the Constitutional Reform Committee recommendations. But me I sound the alarm from now. And me I say no, don't just take my word and my opinion. I am asking you guys to go and read it and listen for yourself. And ask, so you can ask the relevant questions when the time comes. Because me personally, I mean, could be paranoid, guys. You can't follow me, because sometimes, as I telling you before, sometimes my head go off. So it could just be me, I'm a paranoid, I don't know. But me not say no independent body. Look at what is happening at TVG, RJR Media. We're supposed to be fair and balanced and non-political. Look what is going on at TVG. Eh? Look at what is going on at RJR Media. Everyday negativity. Campaigning full force for the People's National Party. Look what is going on at the Integrity Commission. Eh? Look at the civil society group. Look at even the judiciary, where every minute they come out and I try tell we say we must force we with article after article after article to force us to go to the CCJ. We are the independent minds. Where are the independent minds in the country? I don't see them. I'm sorry, so I couldn't see the comment section. Some people maybe could have text them and tell me. I don't see them. I don't see we getting three in the first of all, guys, the recommendation is that the the president will choose the three person. Let's start with the president. Based on the recommendation, the prime minister will recommend somebody, bring it to the opposition leader, and both of them are going to have a discussion, and the two of them are going to agree to whoever the person will be. Now, me, you already see Mark Golding is not in any shape or form. Mark Golding is not willing to compromise. Mark Golding is not willing to work with the government. So can you imagine that chaos? Can you imagine that confusion? Eh? Can you imagine what is going to go on in our country? Because we all know that Mark Golding is not going to win the election. He's not going to form government. So he's going to be in the opposition. So anybody the Andrew Holness government recommend, me, I already see Mark Golding go oppose. Me see it already. Look here, guys, this is certain things. Whether need not pull up, make it stay. I would suggest that we just put back the governor general and just make him stay when they. Make him the president and make him stay when they. This argument that we're going to find somebody neutral where Mark Golding and Andrew Holness is going to decide and come to agreement. I don't see Mark Golding and Andrew Holness sitting at any table agreeing to absolutely nothing at all. I don't see a situation where Mark Golding is going to put country first. I don't see it. Not with Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting and Angela Brown Burke beside him. I do not see it. And as I said before, I could be wrong. Look at the situation with the states of emergency. The commissioner asking for the state of emergency, and the PNP will not relent. The PNP will not agree, and they will not agree for us to extend the state of emergency. Something as serious as this. And you don't expect the PNP to agree with us with choosing a president? Really? Me not see that happen. Guys, I could be wrong, and I could be just talking off the top of my head, but I don't see it happening. I don't see that happening no time at all. No time. Mark Golding make sure say him pulling people them from the committee because him not have him way. You know see? Mark Golding made sure to pull in two representatives from the committee because we now follow theme idea and theme instruction and doing one. So you see a man like Mark Golding agreeing with the prime minister as it relates to choosing a president. You see that in the future? You guys you see that in the future? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't see it. So as it relates to the security of our country, as it relates to making decisions that will affect the people that is living in Jamaica, I don't want no independent senator. I don't want no overseas people who live overseas and any decision where they make not affect them. They need to stay out of the parliament. If you want to serve the country, give up on American citizenship and come to Jamaica, come serve. If you want to serve the country, give up on a citizenship and come to Jamaica, come serve. Because back in the time, World War II, you never need to be American citizen to serve in the US military. And US military changed that because now they're saying in order for you to serve in the American military, you have to be American citizen. So how do you want to stay in America and pledge allegiance to America and then tell we are Jamaica? Oh, no matter who. Absolutely not. But guys, I don't want to be distracted and move off of my topic, which is the Andrew Holness law and order government and the people of Jamaica. We are now seeing the reward. We are now reaping the reward and the success based on the policies and based on the money that we put in the JCF. We are now seeing it. And again, guys, tonight I want to thank the members of the JCF, and we want to tell you so we support you, the well-thinking and the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we are 100% of the state behind you. JCF, the state is behind you guys 100%. The judge are the maker. That is coming from the head. That is coming from the chief of staff. The head. The commander-in-chief. The judge are the maker. So ignore the hunters. Ignore Peter Bunting. Ignore the civil society group and the naysayers and just continue to do the work. Because even though the JCF now get the support with the extension of the SOE, that's okay. We will do the 14 days, pause, and then put in another 14 days. That the Constitution recommends. 14 days, pause, 14 days, pause. That's okay. We'll do it that way. Because we already know that we were not going to get any support from Peter Bunting because Peter Bunting have no plans. Peter Bunting has no policy and Peter Bunting has no plans. Peter Bunting only knows to hold up his hand and say divine intervention. Peter Bunting is the first and only security minister that in the history of Jamaica that got robbed. Peter Bunting could not secure himself in Portland. So we're asking too much of Peter Bunting right now because he couldn't secure himself. So we're going to go ahead and ignore Peter Bunting. Ignore the hunters. Ignore the civil society group and just continue to support the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And the Andrew Holness government will continue to invest in the security of our country. Any amount of money when you wants to benefit the country, you guys will get it. It doesn't matter where we pull money from. The government of Jamaica is determined. The government of Jamaica is on the side of law and order and will continue to invest because we want a Jamaica. Guys, somebody, I was in a group today and somebody put an article in the group from the Associated Press. I think it's a branch in Puerto Rico. And the Associated Press carried the story about the Don that got killed. And it's not a bad story, It's not a bad story. It was basically an accurate story. But when I read the story, it wasn't a good feeling. It me never feel good. Because you know what they said in the article? They said that Jamaica has the highest murder rate in the Americas. That's not a good feeling. Me don't know how Peter Bunting and Mark Golding can claim to say they love Jamaica and read an article like that and feel good. Me don't know how the Jamaicans for junta can read an article like that as a Jamaican. We say we love our country and feel good. That does not feel, it's not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling to read that in any overseas paper. Jamaica has the highest murder rate in the Caribbean. Is that a good feeling? And I don't understand why them can't put country over party. What is so hard in that? Why the PNP cannot put country over party? And all the Jamaican constabulary force is asking is for our support. That is all. And by the way, I saw an interview today, or is an interview or an article where Peter Bunting said that the state of emergency is not working, and the JCA and the Andrew Holness government has militarized the communities, and that is not the approach that the PNP will take. They're gonna take a community-based approach. No, guys, tomorrow I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna read verbatim from the presentation that Dr. Chang did in our parliament about the amount of community-based initiative that the Andrew Holness government is doing since 2016. You see, tomorrow I am going to come with the art, with the information. Me no want to summarize it, because if I summarize it, me go miss out a lot of things. I am going to come tomorrow and I'm going to read from the presentation the amount of community-based initiative and the amount of money that the government is spending in the volatile community. I mean, I know what Peter Bunting want again, but I know. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Let me not say I don't know what Peter Bunting want. I know what Peter Bunting want. Let me not say that, because Dr. Chang said in his presentation that in the PNP time, when they were doing community-based initiative, all they had were people to come in and talk to the people them, and the money that the government supposed to be spending to do community-based initiative, like helping the kids them to do get training, helping the kids them to get them birth paper, to get them ID, to get them TRN, and to teach them how to do interview, to help parents to read so they can help them kids to do their homework. All the community-based initiative where the PNP is supposed to do in, Dr. Chang says 70% of the money was going to administration. So me know what Peter Bunting want. Me know what Peter Bunting want. Under the PNP, when they were pretending to do community-based policing, they had the big Tapanaris consultants from UWI pretend to go into the community to do community based, but they weren't doing anything. It was just a way to give big jobs and government jobs to their friend at the University of the West Indies, aka the political ghetto garrison way up at UWI. It was just a way to give them PNP Tapanaris up at UWI job. Because Dr. Chang said in the presentation, and I'm going to come with it tomorrow. Dr. Chang said in the presentation, 70% of the funding went to administration, administrative initiative. 70% of the funding was being used to pay the staff. So if 70% of the money where the government invests, pay the Tapanaris them, is only 30% left for the community-based work. 30%. So when you hear Peter Bunting say, oh, the PNP approach will be community policing. Nothing, no community policing. Nothing. That is just a decent cover-up way to say that we're going to get consultants in from all over in a PNP department, and we're going to pretend to be writing this and writing that and assessing this and assessing that. Nothing more. The Andrew Holness government, you can see tangible things that the Andrew Holness government is doing. Removing zinc fence, training at-risk youths, Archer Sentier, training them and providing jobs for them. Evening school for parents. Building shelters for women that were victimized and women that were abused by the partners. Building houses for people who don't live nowhere, helping at-risk youths to go back to school, CXC program initiative to pay for the subjects. Tangible things. You can see what the Andrew Holness government is doing. So the narrative, and listen to me now, guys, members of the Jamaica Labour Party communication team, please make more effort to highlight these things that is going on in the Ministry of Security. Make more effort to highlight these initiatives. Dr. Chang made a comprehensive, detailed presentation in the parliament. Long something. Please go through it and find ways to put it to the people. We cannot have propagandists like Peter Bunting going around and telling the people that the government of Jamaica not doing any community policing. That is false. Just a quick look at it today, because I just today me look upon it, and it's a myriad of things that the Andrew Holness government is doing as it relates to community policing. A lot of stuff is there. It's just for us to go through them, put them in a smaller snippets, and put it to the people. So when you have people like Peter Bunting who go to a news article and say that the government of Jamaica is not doing any community policing, the evidence and the fact will be there to counter him. We shouldn't make the day done and we not counter Peter Bunting, guys. I want everyone to know. We should not allow the day to finish and we not put out the truth. Okay? You have facts and you have fiction. Facts and fiction. So we can put the facts right here, which is a list of things that the Andrew Holness government is doing as it relates to community policing, and you can put the fake news from Peter Bunting on one side. You don't have to have an argument with him, guys. You don't have to be in any argument with Peter Bunting. When he come with his story, you just counteract him with the facts. And the information is there. The information is there. So we cannot allow Peter Bunting to do an interview and tell the people of Jamaica that the government of Jamaica and Dr. Chang is not doing any community policing. That is not true. That is not true. And this is not the first time you hear Peter Bunting say it. Every single time when Peter Bunting stand in the parliament to make a presentation, him always say it, to be honest. Every time Peter Bunting stand in Senate to make a presentation as it relates to crime, he always say only SOE the government I use. That is false. That is false. And the information is there. Dr. Chang, it is, no one I go say, how sometime Dr. Chang speak and we're not hearing clearly. Fine. But you can go on the Ministry of National Security website and you can download it and you can read it. The information is there. We have to do more. We have to do more to counter the lies, the misinformation, and the propaganda by the portraying by the People's National Party. We have to do more to mash down the lies, the misinformation, and the propaganda being spread around the country by Peter Bunting, Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, and the members of the People's National Party. A lot of community intervention programs are in place. A lot. There's a whole committee set up, headed by the Prime Minister, by the Commissioner, and how much people upon the committee assessing and going through community-based initiative, intervention and everything. It is right there in the article. So we cannot allow Peter Bunting to do any interview and spread any false news. So guys, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the program. To the people who watch it after me finish the live and the people who come on and watch it, thank you so much. Continue to like, continue to share, guys, and if you share the video so that we can pick up on the algorithm. Thank you for your support, and we have to continue, guys, to let our voice be heard. We cannot allow the People's National Party to dominate the space. We cannot allow the PNP and the PNP media and the PNP bloggers to push out false narrative, fake news, and propaganda news. We have to push back with the facts, because the facts are there. And we have to remind the people of Jamaica that when Dr. Chang took over as the Minister of National Security, 213 police stations were in use. Of the 213 police stations, 150 of them was in bad, deplorable condition, and Dr. Chang had to move swiftly to rehabilitate, renovate, and improve the working conditions for the police. We have to remind the people that when Dr. Chang took over, there were no police vehicles for the police to use, and the government of Jamaica invested $4.6 billion to purchase police vehicle. We have to remind the people that when Dr. Chang took over, there was no technology department in the JCF, and the government of Jamaica and Dr. Chang had to find the money and invest over $20 million to provide technology, to provide cameras, to provide tracking device, to train, to provide computer, to digitize the police record system. We have to remind the people of Jamaica that it was the Andrew Holness government that gave the police the highest salary increase since 1962. We have to remind the people of Jamaica that it was the Andrew Holness government that built back the JCF, and as it is now, we are 15,000 strong. We have to keep reminding the people of Jamaica. Hard. The more you say it, and the more you remember it, and you can recite it like poem. We have to keep reminding the people of Jamaica about the major investment that the Andrew Holness government made to secure our country, to secure our border, to secure the people of Jamaica. We have to remind the people. And it may sound a way to people because we keep repeating the same thing. But may I tell you, say, the more we repeat it, and the more the people them hear it, and it's stuck in their head. No government has done more as it relates to national security than the Andrew Michael Holness government. No government has spent more on security, on national security, than the Andrew Holness government. No government has invested more in the police force. No government has give the police the support and give the police the legislation in order to bring criminal and gang members to book. And it is under Andrew Holness government where we now have the leader for the Klansman gang, two of them as a guest in our facilities. It is under Andrew Holness where two done from one other was killed. Andrew Holness government. So we need to stay on topic. We need to remind the people of Jamaica, because the PNP cannot campaign on law and order. The PNP cannot campaign on the economy. The PNP cannot campaign on infrastructure. The PNP cannot campaign on agriculture. Only one thing the PNP can campaign on, and it's because they politicize the Integrity Commission. That is the only thing. That is the only area the PNP can campaign on. The politicization of the Integrity Commission. That is the only area. And we have to remind them. Every day we have to get up and remind Mark Golding and the PNP what this government has done to make the lives of the Jamaican people better. We have to remind this Mark Golding government people that it what Andrew Holness has done. As the Prime Minister said, make they stand up and tell the people what they did. Let them stand up and tell the people what their government has done for the people of Jamaica. We have to call them out. We have to call them out. Facts and fiction. Truth are going to always override. Truth is going to always rise to the top. So we have to keep up the fight, guys. We have to keep up the fight. And we have to make sure that the people of Jamaica hear us. We have to make sure the people of Jamaica know that they have a decision to make. The pros and the cons. Tell the people of Jamaica, get a book. Get a book. Get a clean page. Pros and cons. Anjo and PNP. We can't write Mark because Mark is insignificant. So Anjo Wellness government, PNP government. And you write the pros and the cons. And we will see. You will see when the line is drawn, without a doubt. Anjo Wellness government will no doubt rise to the top. No government has done more for the people of Jamaica than the Andrew Michael Holness government. Without a doubt. I say that with no way, me not feel no way saying that with my shoulder held high and my shoulder firm. No government has done more for the people of Jamaica than the Andrew Michael Holness government. None. We have record to run on. Insecurity, we have a track record to run on. Go on the website, download the presentation. We have a record to run on insecurity. And we are now reaping the reward. You think overnight this happened? This is possible because of the investment made by the Andrew Michael Holness government. This is only possible because of the investment made in technology by the Andrew Michael Holness government. As a matter of fact, guys, Peter Bunting says state of emergency don't work, right? Remember, Peter Bunting says state of emergency don't work, But the article in Nationwide said that the Don felt the need to leave St. Catherine because the police was hot on his heels. And yet still, Peter Bunting says state of emergency don't work. But it's because of the state of emergency and the circle where the JCF put around him and hold him in the dragnet. He couldn't escape. He could not escape. And Peter Bunting would want us to believe that state of emergency does not work. The state of emergency worked and has been working and will continue to work. It is because of the state of emergency why we catch the Don last night. Because the police knew where he was. The police went for him. And because of the state of emergency, he couldn't leave the three parish because the JCF locked down the parish tight. And this is because of the investments made by the Andrew Holness government. This is because the Andrew Holness government listened to the JCF. All of this is possible because of the policies of the Andrew Michael Holness government. So we have to continue to go to the highways and the byways. And we have to continue talk to the people, make it relatable. Make it relatable. Not just tell them, say, oh, Andrew Holness invest almost $1 trillion. Point it out to them, how it help them, how them a benefit. Point it out to them, how they are benefiting. How the police can able to fight crime and solve crime quick and fast. How the police was able to spot a criminal because of the cameras that we have. Or the police was able to follow a criminal from one parish to another parish and back him up on a bridge and take him out. That is because of the investments. That is because of the investments. Or the police was able to track the vehicle that Leoda Bradshaw used to pick up Philip Palwell, other baby mother, and carry her up Bobo Ilgo killer, allegedly, because of the policies, because of the money that was invested in the security of the country, because the government invested in the security of the country. We have over 1,500 CCTV cameras all over Jamaica. That is why the government that is why the JCF, was able to track down the time and to spot the vehicle that Leoda and the co-accused used to pick up the lady and her baby and carry her, go kill her, allegedly, because of the investment made by the Andrew Holness government. That is why the JCF was able to spot the blood in a where my name Silvera house, allegedly. The policies and the investment made by the Andrew Holness government is why the JCF was able to crack the case re Silvera. This is what good money management and good government do. That is the work of the Andrew Michael Holness government. If Andrew Holness government was in place at the time, would have found out who shoot the woman down at Angela Brownberg constituency, so we can't find out all now. You notice we can't find out who killed the lady down at Angela Brownberg constituency because the CCTV never up there in time there. That is why we can't find out. Tell and try that again and see. We bust the case. All of this is possible because of the policies of the Andrew Michael Holness government. That is why we have Leoda now waiting to answer. That is why we have the Klangsman gang, Boss, Black Man, Tesha behind bars because of the investments. Because of the investments. So when you hear Peter Bunting, I try to downplay the success of the JCF and try to pretend that is only state of emergency alone are used to fight crime. We have to mash down that lie. We have to push back. We have to go on the website, download the facts, and tell the people of Jamaica. Over 1,500 CCTV cameras all over Jamaica. Another 1,000 upon the ICs are come. By the end of the year, over 3,000 cameras will be all over the 14 parishes of Jamaica, included in the traffic lights. These are investments made by the Andrew Michael Holness government. The Andrew Holness government will also implement the law that is already on the book to charge motorists, to take away motorist license when them have 5 strike against them license. Me see them right up against it where there, but we're coming back with it because the Andrew Holness government is a law and order government. The Andrew Holness government is also in the process to crack down on the selling of motor vehicle license. The Andrew Holness government is also in the process of cracking down on the selling of motor vehicle license because the PNP is the main facilitator in that crime. The PNP is the main perpetrators facilitating that crime. That major criminal organization, the selling of motor vehicle license in the country, that is the PNP bastion. PNP run that program. I get it from good source. That 90% of the depots and the selling of license are the PNP people. Them a do it. The police are zooming pound. The police are zooming pound now. This is where we are now. This is where we are now. The Andrew Holness government will fix the country. The Andrew Holness government has invested almost $1 trillion, let me say $1 trillion in the security of our country from 2016. And now we are seeing the reward. We are reaping the reward. We are reaping the benefits of our investments. And by the end of the year, more things we're going to see happen in the country. We're going to see the country transform right before our very eyes. That's why we have to make sure we do not put in the Tapanaris and his friends. We have to make sure that the Tapanaris and his friend do not form government. We have to make sure the country is at stake. The law and order is at stake. We are fighting for the fabric of our country. We cannot allow the Tapanaris and his friend them to come in and set back the country like what Percival did in the 18.5 years. We cannot. We have to continue to fight. The 49 MP stay on the ground. Talk to the people. Engage with the young people. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. The communication team, get to work. Communication team, get to work. And Jonas are doing work, I can't find no fault with my prime minister. Every time, I don't know if you notice this, guys. Say me I go overboard now. Me have to go end the live. But guys, one more thing. You notice anytime the prime minister goes somewhere to give a presentation, him always feeling if he talk about other stuff. You don't notice? Anytime the PM is invited to speak at any function, whether it be about tourism, whether it be about trade, whether it be anywhere and go, even in a parliament, anything you might talk about, the prime minister always address current affairs issue. So right now, I don't have no issue with my prime minister. My prime minister doing work. My prime minister is on the ball. So me can't say the MP and the communication team are taking cue from the PM because the PM is at work. The PM is at work. It is the people them under the PM when we fall short, not the prime minister. The prime minister is doing an excellent job. The prime minister is doing an excellent job in every area. It is the people under the PM that is failing us. Well, let me not say failing us. That is a stretch. The people under the PM that is found wanting. And I must say, 90% of the MPs are on the ground. 90% of the MPs are moving about in their constituencies and I do them work. And them are the problem. The little problem with the JLP have, and a big problem, because we still a win, and the JLP is leading in the polls, and the third term is in fact loading. The only little area we need a little fix up, the only little area, in my opinion, that needs a little fix up is the communication area. That's the only little area. Because the evidence, the evidence is there. The materials are there. Everything is there. It's just for the communication team communicate. It's just for the communication team communicate. That is all. The government is doing a wonderful job. The MPs are on the ground and them are doing work. So if anything, at the green shirt people, them they go shake, But be not dismayed. The third term is loading. Labour Party marching on to victory. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining me tonight. Good night. See you tomorrow.